How's it? I am doing a video on all my little bits and pieces I take with me to the bush, the backcountry, the hills, good old backcountry. I love it. And I'm going to go through all my little bits. A little bit on clothes, not in depth on everything. It's just a quick little bypass on all my little bits. I don't all use this at once. I use this individually, or I can put all of it into separate little things and take all whatever I want. So it's just my mix and match. But this is some gear that might help you, might help anyone, or you might just get an idea of what I've got, or any ideas that you've got, you can tell me. Awesome. But these are all my little setups, and hopefully it can help you, at least if you're going to come to New Zealand as a tourist or something, be able to give you a hand on what you need, because we have a lot of rain. It can be hot, and it can change any of those. It can be windy, rainy, snowy, you've got it, you name it, we've got it here, and it kills people, and it's killing a lot of tourists at the moment, and it's not cool. We need to sort that out. But anyway, keep safe is the main activity, and to keep safe you need good gear, you need good stuff, and you need people to tell you what's worked for them, so you can have a rough idea of what's going on. So anyway, enough of the jabbering, and get into it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about are boots. I have a Solo boots here, Gore-Tex Fugitive boots, and these are the Go boots. These are waterproof, these are everything, these are very comfortable. They're not too comfortable on the bottoms of your feet, but they are comfortable, reasonably comfortable to walk in anyway, and are a good boot. I got told about these from a guy, Craig Rowland, which had a Crawling Road page, and now it doesn't, but that sucks. But anyway, how's it, Craig, if you're watching? Anyway, these are my boots, Irish Setters. These are the Go boots. These are awesome. They're Gore-Tex inners. They've got leather around the outside, and if you look after these boots, they will look after you. They are so comfortable on the bottoms of your feet. They're comfortable wherever you go. You can walk through pretty good rivers in these, and you'll be dry as. So these boots, pricey. Both these boots are pricey, but it's worth it, and they work for me. And there's a lot of different boots out there which are pretty good boots. And anyway, and so moving on to my electrical equipment. This is a couple of bits of my electrical equipment anyway. We have my LED Lenser MT7 torch. These batteries don't last you that long, so you don't want to use it constantly if you're going for a couple of days, or you definitely will need a spare set of batteries. And anyway, if you've got a good headlight, your headlight will do the job of that anyway. But anyway, I take my topo maps of where I'm going. These are a few I bought, places that I want to go in the near future, so I'm just got those. You need a map bag that's going to keep all your maps nice and dry. So I've been to Bivouac, and I've got me a waterproof map housing, because my other one was just, you couldn't see through it. It was going a bit cloudy, so apparently this doesn't do that one, so that's going to be mean. I have my Garmin 62 GPS. This has got my topo maps downloaded onto it. This is the Go GPS for me. I'm very happy with it, and yeah, it's, you know, whatever's your whatever you want to go with, but I've gone with this GPS Garmin, and it works perfectly for me, and I've had no issues with it, so I stick with that. A couple of my mates got Rhinos, those Rhino ones, they're awesome too. Have heard no issues about that. They've got radios as well, so they're pretty cool. Yeah, but I had that before that anyway, they came out, I think, so I didn't get those. And next to it is my Spot Generation 3 emergency locator beacon. You just hold this baby on, it turns on, and it starts flashing, and you can click this one. So I'm just doing a quick run through. That's boom, that's I'm okay, so that'll send to a few people that I've got saved on my list, and that'll send a message to each of those saying that I'm good there. It's got no GPS signal at the moment. See, I'm in the garage, but it's flashing red saying no, 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 and this is green saying that it is on. It'll flash green if it's all go. And so basically you can track where you're going with this. You can also have a message set that you can type in there, and you can have a help me, which is, this is like, say your car's broken down, you just push that and someone will come and help you out, rather than lifting the flap here to the big help me helicopter rescue button, which is awesome. And the thing is with these, you can turn it off too. If you actually accidentally press that, I think you can stop it if you really had to. So anyway, these are good. I've heard a story about Josh James, the Kiwi Bushman. I think he used one of these, and he was down in some sort of a canyon, or and he got bluffed down there, and they couldn't get anywhere. They did press the SOS, I think, on this, and it didn't really register, and they sent, and yeah, I'm not sure how the story goes, but anyway, I don't think they were too happy and impressed with what the deal was with it. Anyway, it didn't help them, I think. Anyway, so yeah, that's the one bad story I've heard about it, and I think so many people say occasionally they don't do, but I've had no issues with it. I always take a spare set of batteries. These batteries, you get good ones for it, and they'll last you for ages. So that's pretty sweet. You can get the other ones where if you press them once, that's it, and you know that you're about $500-600. They last you for a few years, and this one's just a yearly subscription. It's about 150 US, and you can have personal messages, you can do stuff, but yeah, you can't be contacted, but you can contact. But this is so anyway, and people can actually see where you are on the tracker if they log into you on the internet. So that's pretty cool idea, those ones. This is a bit of my bushcrafting item. This is my Swedish fire steel stuff. A bit of my flint and my striker. A bit of char cloth in there. Strike those together, and that's a bit of fun in the bush if you want to start a fire. It's pretty cool to muck around with. This is my this is awesome. This is a dump pouch. This is made by a guy called Badger Claw. I think a guy called Bush Lorenz showed me this. If I'm mistaken, I'm sorry. Yeah, and so I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. So I ended up getting me one, and you can forage for stuff. You can get your tinder for your fire. You can get, if you want to eat berries from the bush, and you can chuck them in this, and it all, you know, I've got a mean leather belt that I use, and it all just ends up going nicely onto that. So that ends up pretty cool. So that's a little dump pouch that folds up a bit nicer than that. So yeah, we'll go. I've got a high quality thick leather belt that goes around there, made in New Zealand, and it is mean. As you can see, this here, it is my first light inflatable mattress on the bottom of that. Huge, horrible, not into it. That there is a blow up pillow on it, and it's just, yeah, it's nice. Hey, they're alright. They're alright if you were going to do roading, camping all day. I'd take that. But if you are going to walk in, tramp in, fly camp, anything, bang, this X-Bed Sinmat UL. This is a small one. This is pretty much does me. I'm a small man, so you know this is what I have to take. And I don't want to get a big one because it's why get a big one when I really don't need it. I've got so that goes into my bivvy bag, and it also has the snobble bag, which is a blow bag for it, which connects onto these valves, which connects onto this mat, and you scoop the air up like that, and you block it, and it pumps up, and pumps this up in about 3 goes. I can do it in about 3 goes. And it also has a shower attachment that you can go on it, which is awesome. And I tell you, the shower is mean. It's better than those other little I've got one over here. You know, these little plastic ones, if you've ever used one on one of those solar showers. I'm telling you, they fall off all the time. It goes crap. They're not gonna go. That is mean. Nice and big, huge shower roast, look at that. And this bag is massive, so you could have a nice shower. So what I do is, I've taken the shower bag, taken all the other bits off it, the long pole that goes along it to hang it, so you can hang it, and I've taken the tube off it, and that also heats the water to chuck into that bag. So it is a little bit extra when I want to shower, but hey, that's better than trying to heat 100 little tins of water up to fill that thing. Or you can actually just fill that with cold water and put a couple of jet balls in it, and that'll warm it up. But you know, I like a nice warm shower, and I'd rather, you know, if I'm going to go and flying in the helicopter, I'll take that. You know, that's awesome. That's the go. So, and you're surprised actually on a cold day how warm that actually sometimes works. It's they're pretty good. They're pretty good. So that is that. These are all my stuff sacks. This also acts as a stuff sack. So there's so many different uses for this Sinmat X bed. And I tell you, it's got insulation inside it. Nice inch of foam. It's beautiful to sleep on. It's really good. And yeah, I've had pretty much good sleeps on that. These are all my dry sacks. I have a number of different dry bags. I have that one there. That one, that's not actually a dry sack. Then that included, and I also have 2 new ones that I have somewhere inside there. Okay, and also now getting on to another thing, this is my ribs pack. This ribs pack goes around me, and I will just put this camera up and show you how that works for that ribs pack. That's the rib sack that goes on there. All your stuff goes on there. Oh, they're nice and tight. Have your backpack on, and these are made for your backpack to actually go over the top as well. So, ribs pack. This has my ammo, my head torch, my survival bag with all my little fishing hooks and knives and fire starters and all that in it. And this has my first aid kit, my bolt, you know, all the stuff to buy. Some cleaning gear sometimes. A knife in the front there, knife sharpener. Some tissues, a candle, and a little bit of snack food to eat. So that is a ribs front pack. These are absolutely awesome, I tell you. Let's look up the ribs pack. Man. Go back down here and we'll head on to another few things. Okay, now we have the Wetterlings hand forged axe, made out of hickory. It's got a hickory handle. I haven't taken this axe out yet, but I've smashed some pine up with it, and it's mean. It just cuts through it like butter. This axe is the go if you are looking for a nice axe. It is sharp as it's a beautiful looking axe, that. So that is awesome. And anyway, see that's my X-Bed mat, and that's the small one. It is quarter of the size of that. It's just crazy. My winter camping, if I'm sleeping out in the cold, my head's out, I'll use the belly or the shimmy, whatever, majiggy, shimmy, or whatever they're called. The army use them anyway. Anyway, they are mean. Thermal base layer, core element, really good pair of Kathmandu socks. They're expensive ones, an average pair of socks. I have another pair of socks which are a thermal insulating sock which go on first before those, and they work mean too. And this is my possum fur hat with an oilskin hat base. This is the Go hat. This is the hat for me. I wear this all the time in winter, non-stop. That hat. It's got the air warmers, and that possum here is the warmest. My little pillow, I don't really take that too much. I also have my Akubra hat for summer, and that hat, mate, is that keeps the sun off. That is a good hat. Oilskin for if I'm at the road camping, if I'm on a farm or just out in the back country, and I can, you know, out with the boys for a cruise. That's the jacket I wear. That and those are mean. But you can't lug that into the bush, it's just too big. And now we're moving on to my pack. This is my Macpac Cascade 75 litre tramping pack with a Liberator harness. It's pretty cool. Yeah, this is alright. Not too bad. Pretty impressed with it. You have to buy a rain jacket coat for it. That sucks, but a couple of the other packs I've got, they actually have those built in the bottom of them, so, and they may just put it over and away you go. But oh well. Expensive pack, but a pretty good pack, reasonable. Yep, hasn't really let me down. I'm pretty happy with it. That is all good. Moving on to my Osprey Nebula 34 litre. This is the one I like taking. This is a nice, comfortable little lightweight pack with a nice little harness on the back here. That is pretty comfortable, you know, for a nice little day hunt, anything like that. And actually fits perfect with the ribs pack as well, and that pack does too, the Macpac Cascade. But I put all my little fly in here. I can put my sleeping bag, my sleep system. Got a good base layer and a nice jumper and jacket. Mate, you can go away with that one for a few days and you're sweet. And I just use I'm using the, when I go out, I make my own dehydrated meals. Also use the Backcountry Cuisine. I like the honey soy chicken. To be honest, not the Go. This one here does not taste like butter chicken. It tastes like bullet chicken. But if you're hungry, you'll eat that. This got another safety blanket. Can't go enough on the safety blankets. Always good, always good. It's got some trapper's tape in there, or marking tape, track tape. Yeah. In case you want to. Also got my bladder in the back there. I also want to get some platypus little fold up bladders that you can get, and they are really good to stick in there. I think Craig Rowland showed me those ones too. And he showed me a lot of good stuff there, that guy. Pretty sad that he's gone now, but you get those. Wanderer tent, that's for roading camping, just the average tent. Quick setup, that one, really good little tent, pretty light, average. Sleeps 4 people, mint. Yeah, tight 4, 3 mint, 2 perfect, 1 heaps of room. And then also we're moving on to the Hennessy hammock X-Bed. This Expedition, this is the main hammock. This one is tried and true and never has let me down. I vouch for these things. And plus, but in the winter you do need an underquilt for these because they will be freezing on the underside of you. Summer all day long, and this beautiful, good sleeping. I've had this for years, man. It's never let me down. Moving on to my Army Hoochie fly. That's pretty good fly. That I've taken that pretty. Before I got this next one I'm showing you, I took this out lots. You know, it's all right. You occasionally get drips in after a while, but it's the go. I've made all these elastic bands with these clips here, and they will all clip on to each corner, and your pegs. I have some lightweight titanium pegs that go with my Seek Outside teepee, and I can take those with this, and it's perfect. Also my Terra Nova equipment competition tarp one. These are mean. This is so lightweight, and the material is just waterproof as, and like if you've got a bivy bag in the rain, and this over here, you're sweet. I'm telling you, this is pretty good, and this fits into my Osprey 34 perfectly with a couple of little pegs, and I'm telling you, that is a good little setup. Look how big that hoochie is compared to this. It's just tiny and awesome. So I love that. And moving on to my Seek Outside 6-man teepee. Now this is mean. You don't have to take the pole. You can actually use this as a fly, kind of an idea too, and link fly. And it's got a little hole in the top, a little ring in the top, I think, or a bit of piece in the top. You can put the rope through, and that will loop through and hold your teepee up, so you don't actually need some poles, which is pretty sweet, because those poles, you know, they're not heavy, but you know, the less the better. So if you know you've got heaps of trees around, why take those? But if you're going to go out onto a nice flat, you want those, you know, pretty, you know, you really don't want branches and shit falling on top of your teepee. Then put a hole in it and you'll be buggered. And the teepee system goes with this light outdoors wood stove. This is awesome, man. It's got a stove jack in this teepee, which you can see on my other videos, and you'll see how it fits through, and that just folds up like a poster. It actually folds up less than that, and that's just big at the moment. I can get it way smaller than that, and that is a wood stove, and I tell you, that will burn for all night and keep you warm as in that 6-man Seek Outside teepee. I love it. Moving on to my sleeping bags, and this one here is my bivy bag. This is a Gore-Tex Northbridge ultra bivy bag. Really good. Yeah, it's not too bad. I've been in a massive rainstorm with this, and I was not soaked, but I started getting wet towards the morning, but I'm telling you, it was pissing down, and I was in the middle of a flat, and it did its job. I'm telling you, I was actually really impressed with it. So yep, it's reasonably not too big. It fits in my thing. It's average weight, but it's worth it, that. And I also have my Mountain Hardware sleeping bag, which folds down. This is pretty much good for below 5, -5. Awesome little bag, that. And you can slip this army sleeping bag, summer sleeping bag, into that, and you can be even warmer. So it's pretty good. Plus, if you really want, I just normally take my cotton inner and that keeps you warm as, plus your thermals on, and you're so toasty. And you know what, I've even been known to bring a hot water bottle, and I tell you, that is lightweight, easy as, and you just find the river water when you're there, boil it up, 1 cup of jet boil, mate, and you're away, warm as. I'm telling you, hot water bottle is not a stupid idea. You can even get small ones, so don't be hard pressed to get one of those. And also my SOL Escape Bivy, I always take that. That is a mean safety blanket. That's even good to go over your sleeping bag as well, and that is mean. This is good for summer. This one, perfect for summer probably, you know, and you can actually use this over and over again. It's not just an escape bivy, it's actually pretty good. You can actually use this as a sleeping bag all on its own in summer, and you'll be perfectly fine with your clothes on, and it's really good. So yeah, have a look at those if you're really interested in that. This is some of my cooking gear. This is a sort of a lightweight fry pan I've got, which is pretty big. I am looking to get rid of this and going with a, I think it's called Snow Peak 900, and it is like a bit like this pot here, and it comes with this frying pan on the top, and I'm probably going to get one of those that looks like it's going to be the go. That's pretty big and bulky. Josh James, the Kiwi Butcherman. Cheers, mate. If you've watched this, I got the slide off you when your little possum shack, mate. Cheers, brother. That is an awesome light, mate. I'm telling you, awesome. And you're right, everything you said about it. Bright as, and you take that off. Oh no, I've just exploded it. Anyway, you take the top off. Anyway, it's hard to do things with one hand. Anyway, you can take that off like that, and that becomes that, and it's even brighter and brighter, and the bottom has a hook on it. It's just, yeah, that is good. That is good. And also, I have my Primus, which is a multi-fuel cooker. that has a pump on it that can work with all different types of fuel, and I have Primus bottles to fill that up. These Primus bottles also, if I fly in a helicopter, I fill these up, and they are used for my alcohol stove, which is here with my Esbit alcohol stove. Yeah, that's pretty easy little setup, this one. It's got a little half of a tin can of a small fruit can. It just goes over the top, bang, sits the cup on the top. That's you pour your fuel into the thing. You've got a mint little setup there, but I have my Jetboil, and this is mostly what I take overnight, a couple of days. Jetboil is the go. You can't go anywhere without your Jetboil. And this Jetboil, I've even bought the little ring top which fits on the top here. Just fold these little pieces out here, and that goes like that. Perfect. Stick your little cup on that too, and you've got another one. So yeah, that fry pan on the top. That's what I normally use, just the fry pan, but yeah. That's the Jetboil. Highly recommended, with the cup on the bottom there, unscrews. That's pretty good. I used to take this as a Kathmandu. Small version of one of those. Runs on lighter fluid, but you never carry lighter fluid with you in the bush, so yeah, it's average. It works all good, and it's cool. But if you want to carry lighter fluid around, which I never do, yeah, but a good light all in all. Good little light, easy to flick on, works straight away all the time. Very, very reliable. This one here is just a Primus, standard Primus lamp. I'll use that if I fly in road and camping, or yeah, good little one. That's a nice little light, really powerful. Also use that with my Dutch oven, cook bread. That's a little stand, put your bread on or whatever. It's an awesome little one, that. Moving on to that yellow thing, that's a Mountain Safety Cancel pack liner. I use that on the bottom of my my bivvy bags to keep me a bit drier. I have a North Face Gore-Tex jacket, some waterproof pants, and last but not least, I think, getting to the end there, I do have this like my fire meal kit. These meal kits are awesome. If you're going with a couple of two of you, highly recommend these. So I have bought the titanium spork for mine, which they normally come with the black one, but that's alright. Comes with a cup. These fold out cups are awesome. So that's your fold out cup. So that goes onto, that's a plate there. That's onto your plate. Then you have a little pot of some sort. I'll keep a little bit of salt and pepper shaker in mine, Coleman's I think it is. And this is a bowl and a chopping board and a sieve. So you got rice or something, and you can just sieve that out like that and keep it to the side, and then pour it on the side. And this one here, I actually keep coffees and stuff like that, like those mochas and stuff. So that's my fire meal kit. I don't necessarily take that all the time because I can just live out of my Jetboil, because that Jetboil is the go. Yeah, so this is basically all my gear combined, and I just pick and match what I want to take. So if you've got any questions, or I hope I've helped some people, and yeah, if you want to come to New Zealand, I highly recommend you get some good gear, warm gear, not cheap gear. Yeah, it's expensive, I'm telling you, but you know, it pays off with your life. So this is a quick go around on there. So if you've got any questions, just ask me and I'll try and help you out. And waiting for the winter so I can get back in the bush. I'm going to go down to the South Island, I think, so hopefully you'll see some good South Island videos from me soon, not so distant future. And anyway, thank you for watching. I hope it wasn't dragged on too long, and I hope you enjoyed it. Choice Bro, catch you later. Have a good one.